to Emporia State Theater. Before our production begins, please turn off all cell phones and other electronic devices. And remember, the use of cameras, video, and voice recorders is strictly prohibited. Thank you.
Almost there. Wait a minute, let me get the... Atta girl. How you doing? You doing great.
Oh, yeah.
And she's down. The eagle has landed. That wasn't so bad now, was it?
Piece of cake.
Let's do this again sometime.
Let's.
Try it with an elevator next time.
Where are my cameras?
They're right here. Are you okay?
Thirsty.
Water or?
Water would be great.
One water coming up.
Thank you.
More or hungry?
Do we have anything?
No. Nothing edible anyway.
What?
I ran out of here so fast I didn't have time to empty the fridge. Unless you want 6-week-old calamari. At least I think this is calamari. It could be linguine.
Don't worry about that now.
Oh, gonna need dental records to identify this one.
Jamie, really, just leave it.
I'll go food shopping in the morning.
That's fine.
Unless you want me to run down now. Or...
No. Just...
How about a nightcap?
I'd love a nightcap.
Should be some scotch. Yes.
Strange.
What?
Being here?
I'll bet.
I don't want to talk to anybody.
It's Richard.
Not even Richard.
Oh shit, he wanted me to call when we landed.
You've had your hands full. He'll understand. Call him in the morning.
Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
What?
The cab driver? Just now? What a character, wasn't he?
Uh-huh.
What is it he said that cracked us up?
Oh yeah.
A bottle cap.
Right.
He meant bottleneck. A bottle cap up ahead. Didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
Me neither.
Reminded me of Tariq.
Oh yeah?
Didn't he remind you?
No, can't say he did.
Huh. Thank you
For what?
for everything. For getting me home, for being there.
I wasn't there.
For being there when I woke up. Thank you for that.
Yeah, well.
What happens tomorrow?
Tomorrow? We sleep in. However long we like.
What else?
Errands and shit.
And what happens day after that?
Day after that's Doctor's Day. My shrink at 9, your orthopedist at 1.
Goody.
Neuro guy at 3 something, and physical 50s, remade in the 70s, and then that stinker from a few years back. Well, they're all about xenophobia, and this new brand of horror is all about torture. And the one thing they all have in common is people being punished for having sex.
Well, that's like every horror movie ever made.
Exactly like Janet Leigh in Psycho. She sleeps with her lover on her lunch hour, so you know she must die.
I'll never forget that black bra.
You'll never forget that black bra. Anyway, now the promise of sex lures them not into just perilous situations, but out-and-out torture chambers.
So, what are you trying to say with this?
Well, this trend, teenagers love this stuff. They go see it 2-3 times. It's cathartic.
Cathartic? Or are they just feeding on images of horror?
No, I think it helps them, I do. I mean, look at this world these kids are growing up in. Terror, torture, this constant bombardment of graphic sadism. It's desensitizing after a while, loses its shock value.
So, you're saying it's desensitizing and cathartic?
Yeah, I guess.
Is that even possible? I mean, can something be desensitizing and cathartic at the same time? In order to experience catharsis, you have to be able to feel something, right?
Yeah.
But if they're desensitized, they're numb, right? Isn't that what you're saying?
Uh-huh.
So, how, I don't know, sweetie, it seems a little, it's good. I think it's very good, but you might want to track it through a little bit more, don't you think? What time did he say he was coming?
He said 4.
I need time to clean myself up.
You know, Richard, he's never on time.
I wish you could have put him off.
I did, for days. He's dying to see you.
The last thing I want to do is chat. Stop. Jamie, honey, please, you're going to have to let me do things myself.
Okay.
Stop staring.
Sorry.
It only makes it worse.
Sorry. Oh, that's him.
Oh, fuck.
Relax, it's only Richard. Come on up.
I've got to do something about this face.
Okay.
Hey! Boy, am I glad to see you.
Me too.
Thank God you're home.
I know.
Some nightmare, huh?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Is she,
Bathroom.
Come here, sweetie, it's okay.
Whoa.
Hello.
Jamie, this is
Jamie.
Mandy. James.
So nice to meet you, finally.
Nice to meet you too.
Richard talks about you guys all the time.
I told you about Mandy. Remember I wrote you?
Yeah.
These are for you, by the way.
Thanks.
I couldn't decide which to get. Welcome back or get well soon, so I got both.
Great, thanks. You want to give me your...
I love your neighborhood.
Oh, yeah? We were here way before it was cool.
Listen, thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah.
Won't stay long, I
I
promise.
know you guys just got back
You
and
just got
everything.
back. I know you must be wrecked.
No, we're glad to see you. We'll see how long she holds up. Just started physical therapy the other day. Really knocks the wind out of her.
Kick us out whenever you want. I just had to see her with my own eyes, you know?
Try not to look shocked when you see her.
Oh, no. Really?
Honey?
What?
You okay in there?
Yes.
Well, she certainly sounds like herself. How was the flight?
Ugh, turbulence like you
I
would know.
hate that.
Why those humongous Airbuses don't routinely fall out of the sky?
I don't.
know.
I don't know either.
You know what I do when I hit that really scary turbulence, that really scary roller coaster kind?
What?
Keep my eye on the flight attendant. Figure as long as she looks cool.
How'd this one look? No.
How did Sarah do?
Slept through the rough stuff, amazingly. With the help of Percocet and 1 or 2 chasers, come to think of it. Getting her from the hospital onto the plane, though.
Physically moving her, you mean?
Refusing a wheelchair,
Oh,
causing a
God.
scene at the airport, little things like that.
I can just see it.
Plus the bureaucracy of it all. Man, between German efficiency and American incompetence, you'd think they'd never had to fly a wounded civilian home before.
The State Department was no help?
Are you kidding? It was Kafkaesque, the maze of bullshit they put them through. It was Brazil.
Central
Services, right. Have you seen it?
I've never been to South America.
Oh, no, I
No,
mean-
he means the movie.
Oh.
Brazil.
There's a movie?
Terry Gilliam, 1985?
Sounds right.
Brazil.
Futuristic Orwellian comedy nightmare. Really worth renting.
Wish you would let us help. Mag's name could have pulled a few strings.
I know, I just had to get her home myself. Sarah was in the hospital, otherwise I would have gone nuts.
I brought it up at a staff meeting incidentally.
You did?
There's a lot of interest.
Really?
As soon as you can let me see it.
Thanks, I will. I appreciate that.
Sarah!
There she is.
God, it is good to see you.
You too.
Thought we lost you, kiddo.
Oh, careful.
Sorry.
Who's this?
Mandy.
Sorry,
Hi,
Sarah. This is my friend Mandy.
Hi. Such an honor to meet you.
Thank you.
Your pictures are awesome.
Thank you.
I brought these for you and Jamie.
James.
What?
It's James.
James, right? Did I call you Jamie? I keep doing that, don't
My
I?
fault. She hears me
Richard calls you Jamie, so I think of you as Jamie.
I forget to the rest of the world you're James.
That's alright, it's just a little thing of mine.
I understand. No, I do. Completely. Anyway, I know they're kind of silly.
No.
But they have this amazing way of cheering people up.
I feel better already. Jamie, would you,
Certainly.
I thought about bringing you flowers, but flowers are such a pain because then the person you're bringing them for has to run to get a vase of water to put them in. And another nice thing about balloons is you never have to worry about them dying.
Mandy?
Although the air does leak out after a while and they get all shriveled up and weird.
Coffee, anyone?
Yes,
It's not on my account.
Already making it.
Look at it. Thanks.
Don't thank me till you've tried it. My coffee's lousy.
he's not kidding.
Oh, I know.
I still want some.
Do you want any? No guarantee it's drinkable.
Not for me, thanks. Trying to cut out caffeine.
Single malt?
No, no.
Hey,
Water?
Water's great, thanks.
hey. Notice anything different? I'm not smoking.
Oh!
When was the last time you saw me without a cigarette? I haven't had one for 6 weeks.
Good for you.
I was unconscious for 2 of those weeks.
But still.
You mind if I
Go right ahead.
love looking at people's passports, all the cool stamps and stuff? Wow, I like you in a beard.
Oh, yeah. I've been thinking of growing it back.
You have? Since when? 2 seconds ago?
No,
God, look at this. You guys have been everywhere. Sudan, Sierra Leone, Congo.
She asked me I could remember half the places you've been.
What's this say?
Kurdistan.
Oh, wow. When'd you start doing this?
Summer after I graduated.
Where'd you go to school?
Stanford.
Wow.
I was an economics major with a minor in illegal substances. Looking at what? A year at Bear Stearns, then on to business school? Ugh. 2 weeks after I graduated, I was on my way to Somalia.
You joined the army?
No, as a reporter. There I was, this stupid cocky kid with no idea what the fuck he was doing. Filing in stories from Mogadishu that started getting picked up, and before I knew it, I was hooked. Cut to one night, like 8 years ago. On my way home from the West Bank, in the lobby of the American Colony Hotel in East Jerusalem, there was this beautiful woman arguing with the desk clerk.
Gee, I wonder who that could be.
Needless to say, I did not go home.
Aw, that is so cool.
It's high test. We were out of decaf.
That's fine.
Don't I get any?
It's caffeinated.
So?
I'm afraid it'll keep you up.
So?
I thought you were worried about sleeping through the night.
No, you were worried about my sleeping through the night. I'm going to end up taking a Xanax anyway.
How about I make you a cup of
I
green
don't
tea?
want a cup of green tea. All I want is a fucking cup of coffee. Thank you. Jesus.
You know, we don't have to,
Totally. So, Mandy, what kind of work do you do?
Me? Oh, it's really boring.
Public relations.
What? I do not.
No? Doesn't it fall under the heading of
No,
public
it
relations?
does not.
Don't you love how they listen?
Not PR. How could you even think that?
I'm sorry.
I'm an event planner.
A what?
An event planner? Event planning is a field unto itself. You know, like arts events, book launches and stuff.
Uh-huh.
That's how I met Richard.
The Darfur book. Party was at
In
MoMA.
the sculpture garden.
Gorgeous night.
Very dramatic, everything all lit up.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes we work pro bono for charities. That means we do it for nothing. Like Mass Ball for AIDS in Africa at the zoo.
So you...
I get to choose the location.
Uh-huh.
You know, like where? Come up with
Conceptualize
the caterer, florist, help plan
I
the
never thought
venue.
twice about goes
Like
into these things.
sometimes,
It's incredibly
sometimes
complicated.
you get to put it someplace you never in a million years would think of.
Uh-huh.
Like one of my favorite spaces is the Egyptian rooms at the Met.
Uh-huh.
You know, with all the what's the word for it again?
helpless. They want to do something.
I know. Thank them for me.
I will.
I prayed for you. Even though we'd never met, I prayed for you.
Huh.
And it's weird because it's not like I believe in God or anything, because I don't think anyways, but sometimes when I wish for something or I want something really, really bad, I talk to him. Like when I was little and my grandpa got sick, I'd lay in the dark and say over and over, please God, please, please, please let grandpa get better. And when we heard about you, Richard was so upset.
Were you,
And all the time
Richard?
we
Boy.
were together, I'd never seen him so upset.
How long is that?
3 months?
Almost 4.
Anyways, I was so scared you'd been maimed or brain damaged or something. I found myself going, please God, Richard loves Sarah. Don't let her die. Honey, you're hurting my hand.
You look great, by the way.
Yeah? You like my Phantom of the Opera look?
No, you look wonderful.
You really do.
Is that why you haven't really looked at me since you got here?
I've been looking at you.
Bullshit.
Sarah.
Even now you're looking somewhere
Really?
north of my
No,
ear.
I'm not.
To tell you the truth, I expected much, much worse. I mean, you hear scars and you think,
Hun.
you could always have like laser surgery or something. I mean, if they bother you.
They don't.
Oh. Okay. You mind if I,
Please.
be right back?
Fuck you.
What?
You don't have to say anything. You guys are the worst poker faces ever.
She's darling. Richard, really.
Oh, don't give me that. You don't think she's
Don't you think so? Don't you think she's darling?
I knew you'd give me shit for this.
She is.
Imagine my surprise. I wake up from a coma, and Astrid is gone, replaced by this changeling, this sprite.
Yeah, good old Astrid.
Oh, now she's good old.
I liked her.
So did I.
You hated
I
Astrid.
did not. I never said I hated her.
Called her the attack girlfriend, remember?
Oh,
Yeah, we did.
Accused me of sicking her on you, said I used her to act out my hostility.
It's all coming back to me now.
Look, Astrid was brilliant, okay? But you know what? Fuck brilliance. I'm done brilliance. I'm sick of analyzing every goddamn thing to death. Going out to eat was like arbitration. Maybe I got off on it once, arguing about everything, but not anymore. Too much work. I want something simple for a change.
Well, congratulations.
What have you approved of any relationship I have ever had?
This
Huh?
is
Never.
not a relationship, Richard. Who are you kidding? You're screwing this girl.
She can hear you in there.
What kind of man do you think I am? One of those creepy middle-aged guys who prey on women half their age? I hate guys like that. Just because she's young.
I have no problem with her being young.
You were young once too, you know. You were her age when I hired you as my intern. Younger, even.
Not like that. I was never like that. There's young and there's embryonic. This girl is a lightweight, Richard. She's a
Make
lightweight.
fun all you want. There's nothing remotely cynical about her. She's guileless. Open.
And very hot.
Yes, she's hot, okay? Richard's got himself a hot girlfriend. How do you like that? Now I'll know what it's like. I can die happy. Look, I love you, and I'm glad you're alive. But you know what? I don't give a shit what you think.
Fair enough.
She delights me.
Good.
She's fun. She's light. I discovered I like those things. I miss them. I lived without sunlight for so long during the Astrid years. It was like going from black and white to color. Like being in East Berlin when the wall came down. I met Mandy and I said, yes. And I never would have let myself go for it if it wasn't for you.
Me?
Almost dying like that. Shook me to the core. Nothing puts things in perspective like a near-death experience.
Yeah. Preferably someone else's.
I love the soap you have in there. Silliest. Isn't that cool? Where'd you get it? Someplace exotic, I bet.
Depends on how you feel about the body shop.
I thought you brought it back from the Middle East or something.
I was over at ICP the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Everybody's very excited you're home. They'd be thrilled to have you teach a class, you know?
Oh, really?
I said I would talk to you whenever you're able. Ideally, they'd like to have you in residence for a year.
A year. Ugh, I couldn't give them a year.
Why not?
I don't expect to be here
encouraging this?
We're going with her.
Are you out of your fucking mind? Both of you!
Sweetie.
You almost died.
Richard.
You had a fucking breakdown.
Not a breakdown.
You're the Sid Nancy of journalism. What more has to happen, huh, guys?
Richard.
What more has to happen before you say, fuck this, I'm staying home?
You don't get it. You never did.
Oh, please. Have you done enough penance for your trust fund?
Okay.
So your daddy's rich. Get over
What
it.
does my father's money have to do
Don't
with
get to talk
anything?
about how this is a calling. This is no calling. It's more like a death wish.
Why do I do what I do? Because I have so little regard for life. Does
I
that
didn't
make
say
any
you had little
sense?
regard for life, but you sure as hell don't have much regard for your own.
You know what I would love?
What?
Do you have any ice cream?
Ooh, no, sorry, we don't.
I could really go for some dulce de leche right now.
You an ice cream, baby? I'll get you ice cream.
You know, just tell me
No,
where.
I mean,
No,
stay.
there's a market right on the corner. I'll run down.
I'll come with you.
No, really, it'll be 15 minutes.
I'll keep you company.
Is this really a pain?
Not at all. You okay if I...
Fine. Go, hunt, gather.
We'll be right back.
Bye. Thank you. You guys seem to have such a great marriage.
Oh, we're not married.
You're not? I thought you guys
Nope.
were.
We've been together for 8.5 years, but never actually bothered to make it legal.
Oh, wow. I thought you must have been.
Nope. Too busy saving the world.
How do you go to all these places? War zones.
Not as hard as you might think. War was my parents' house all over again, only on a different scale.
Must be so intense. How can you concentrate with all that going on?
It's so automatic I don't even think about it. When I look through that little rectangle, time stops. It just, all the noise around me, everything just cuts out. And all I see is the picture.
Your pictures are beautiful.
Thank you.
I don't mean they're beautiful.
You can call them beautiful. I think they're beautiful, but then I'm their mother.
Listen, I know how much you and Richard mean to each
Mandy,
other.
you really don't
I know,
have to.
Richard told me.
That was 20 years ago.
Yeah, but you stayed friends. That's wonderful. And then I come along and it's like, who is she? Oh, she must be Richard's midlife crisis.
No.
Well, I'm not, okay? Whatever it was that brought us together, we're together. For real. This is not some passing thing. I love Richard. He's a very good man.
Yes, he is.
Probably the nicest man I've ever known. He's smart and kind and caring, and I love his voice. I love the way he sounds. So what if there's an age gap? It's not like I go around thinking, oh my god, he's like 3 years younger than my dad. I don't. All that matters to me anyway is that he takes care of me, makes me feel safe. And one day, when he's old and demented, I'll take care of him. Look, I know I have a lot to learn.
Mandy.
No, I do. I'm totally provincial. My world is like this big, and yours is.
Right now, my world is as big as from here to the bathroom. I've got to get this leg working like a leg again.
You are so brave.
Oh, please. Don't call me brave.
Why? How many people could do what you do?
I know what bravery looks like, and believe me, this is not bravery. This is dumb luck, an occupational hazard.
What happened? Richard told me a little, and you don't have to talk about it. if you
Roadside
don't.
bomb. I got thrown, I don't know how many feet in the air. One of my cameras turned up like 40 yards away.
Wow.
Head full of shrapnel. Banged up this leg pretty good. Medevaced to Germany, then kept in a coma till the swelling went down.
It was great. Jamie was there. I mean, James.
Jamie was here. He'd come home 4 or 5 weeks earlier. He flew over after.
Oh, I thought he was with you.
Something happened. He needed to get home.
Sorry about your friend.
Hmm?
You had a friend you were with?
Yeah, my fixer.
Your what?
Fixer. That's what we call interpreters over there. Fixers, guides, go-betweens. They make contacts, talk to the locals, set up interviews. They take care of everything for us, everything. We're lost without them.
He was right next to you? That must have been horrible.
Actually, I don't remember. All I know is there he was, next to me. And I never saw him again.
Wow.
He was an engineering student before it all went to hell. Taught himself American English by reading A Farewell to Arms over and over again. Carried it with him wherever he went. That and the Koran. He had a wife who was killed, and 2 little girls also killed about a year into the war. A mortar attack on their apartment building while he was at school. He was a lovely, lovely man. Funny. And he loved America. Loved it. Everything about it. Television.
What was his name?
His name was Tariq.
That's amazing.
I know, it's a miracle.
Your camera's made it?
I was just telling
My
Richard.
Canon and my Leica. My panoramic was lost.
Still, that's incredible.
No dulce de leche, I got vanilla.
That's okay, thank you.
You okay?
Yeah.
What about your pictures?
I've got a bunch on my laptop, plus thousands more I've yet to download.
Wow,
Want me to take care of it?
No.
I'll have someone at the office do it.
That's all right. It gives me something to do.
Can I see?
Go ahead.
Now?
No?
Why not?
Why don't we wait till next time?
Oh. Okay.
Next time when Sarah's
When
not.
Sarah's not what?
I thought you were feeling jet lag.
I'm wide awake. Here.
I really don't think this is a good idea.
Richard's my editor.
I
I
came
want
here
him
to
to
see
my...
you. Now you're putting him to work.
It was his idea.
Look, guys, I'm sorry I started this.
Make a date for later this week. Show him all the pictures you want.
Why are you being such a dick?
Honey, really, is this wise? It'll only upset
I'm
you.
fine. You're the one who seems upset.
We don't have to do this right now.
No, we're doing it.
can I see?
Sure.
Wow. Go back. Okay.
Oh man, these are great, Sarah.
Thank you.
More coffee?
What are you gonna do with them?
I don't know. I really haven't
You
given
can't
it
just
much...
sit on them. They're too good. What if we do a book?
A book.
Do a memoir. Your pictures, Jamie's commentary.
My commentary, that means I would have to write it.
That's exactly what it means.
What makes you think I want to revisit that stuff?
Maybe you should. Maybe it'll be good for you.
What are you, my shrink?
I don't know how you expect us to peddle around the book. I'm in no shape to do that.
You won't have to do a thing. I'll do all the footwork. Just give me your blessing to take it around, and if our imprint passes, Aperture, we're doing it in a heartbeat.
What makes you so sure?
First off, the work is fantastic, and don't forget, darling, for a couple days there, you were national news.
I know. I had my 15 minutes and I spent it unconscious.
Oh my god.
Which one?
The mother crying over her child? Are those burns?
Yeah,
Is he dead?
not yet. He was in shock. He died a few minutes later.
Great shot.
Thank you.
How can you be so...
What?
That poor little boy, maybe if she took him to the hospital instead of taking his picture.
Rescue workers were there for that.
But how could you just stand there?
I wasn't just standing
The boy was
there.
dying. He was
The boy
dying.
would have died no matter what I did, and I wouldn't have gotten the picture.
You could have been helping
I
them.
was helping them. I was taking their picture.
How is that helping them?
By gathering evidence to show the world. If it wasn't for people like me, the ones with cameras, who would know? Who would care?
I saw this nature thing on TV about Africa. There was a sandstorm. This baby elephant got separated from his mother. It was so sad. I could see her, she was there. There was like a dune and it
record life, not change it. Animals perish in the wild. That's life. And it's really sad and unfair, but there's nothing we can do about it. The elephant was meant to die.
How do you know? Are you God?
Honey.
They could have saved his life. There was a whole crew standing there
The
watching.
camera was there. You can't expect photographers to step into the frame and fix things they don't like. We're supposed to capture truth, not stage it.
Couldn't they have made an exception just this once? They could have brought her to him so she could sniff him. That's all it would have taken. They could have found him. They could have saved his life.
Baby.
I wish I could cry like that. But I can't. I can't let it get to me. If I let it get to me, how could I do my job? I couldn't. I'd want to take away the guns and rescue all the children, but I can't. That's not what I'm there to do. I'm there to take pictures. When did he tell you?
When we went down for ice cream.
He didn't want me to know.
He told me I could tell you, he just didn't want to get into it while they were here.
Why not?
He was protecting Mandy
From what?
from you.
Was I really so horrible?
You were pretty bad.
We were buddies by the time they left.
He was afraid of what you might say.
What? That having a child at his age is the most ridiculous, irresponsible thing I've ever heard?
Something like that, yeah.
Did he talk about the morality of depriving a kid of a father?
How is he depriving a kid of a father?
He's too old. He'll be lucky if he lives to see the kid go off to college.
Young men don't die, Sarah. Come on, you know better than that.
You're right.
Anything could happen to anyone at any time. You're living proof of that. A crane could come crashing down on us right now. If he's up for it at this stage of his life, more power to him.
So what are they gonna do?
He's gonna marry her,
My
and they're
God.
gonna have this baby.
Poor Richard.
Why poor Richard? The man is ecstatic. I've never seen him like this. He can't believe his good luck. You know, to tell you the truth, when he told me, I was jealous.
Why? You wanted to get Mandy pregnant?
No. I wish we were getting married.
Seriously? Oh, honey.
Why not?
I thought we didn't need marriage. I
We
thought we
did.
agreed it wasn't our thing.
We did, but things are different now.
Why? Because I almost died?
Yes. When you were in the hospital, I had no legal relationship to you whatsoever. Every catheter, every procedure, permission had to come from your asshole father. Do you realize how frustrating that was? I was right there. They had to get him on the phone from Palm Springs. We've been putting ourselves in dangerous situations for years and never stopped to think what would happen if one of us got hurt. We didn't have a plan.
So, being married would have made medical management a lot easier?
Yes.
That's got to be the most romantic proposal I've ever heard.
Sarah.
Get up. Get up! You're changing the rules on me!
I'm not changing the rules.
You know how I
Playing
feel
field
about this. You
change.
can't lay this on me all at once. It isn't
Didn't
fair.
mean to.
What do you expect me to say? Sure, honey, let's do it.
Of course not. I had a lot of time to think about this while you were in the hospital, you know. I got to replay your death almost every single day. You were out for most of it, so you have no idea how close you came. When a couple gets to be our age and has been together as long as we have and witnessed what we have and survived what we have, it's time to call this what it is. A marriage. We are not your parents.
Can I think about it?
No. Of course you can't. Take all the time you need.
James? Jamie,
Yeah.
come here a minute.
1 minute. Just
Now, please.
What is it?
If we're going to do this, if we're going to take this marriage talk seriously,
Okay.
when I was there, after you left,
I know what you're going to say.
what do you mean you know?
I know.
You don't know what I'm going to say.
He's dead. It happened. It's over.
What the fuck just happened?
I'm saying it's okay. I understand. I forgive you.
You forgive me. You forgive me?
Whatever happened.
I thought you knew what happened.
Sarah, all I'm saying is that you're here. We're together. That's all that matters. pursuing this?
I need to know.
No one had to tell me, I just knew.
How?
Subtle things.
Like?
Your tone of voice over the phone
What?
changed.
My tone.
Kind of flattened out, sounded like you were farther away, like you were holding something back.
I was angry.
I know you were
That's
angry
what you
with
heard
me.
in my voice. I was
No,
mad.
I know,
at
but
you.
that wasn't just it. I recognized your anger, believe me.
That was it. My tone.
There was this email you sent.
When?
I don't know, like a week after I came home.
Yeah.
You were talking about all the checkpoints you hit, how insane it was, something like that. Remember?
Vaguely.
Well, the thing was, you wrote I instead of we.
What do you mean?
In your emails, whenever you talked about the things you did, you always said we. We saw this. We did that.
I don't understand what
One
this
day
has
it
to
was
do
we,
with anything.
like it always was. The next day it was I. I as if you were alone.
I was alone.
No,
You
no,
were
you
gone.
were not. Tariq was with you. You knew I knew he was with you. That was no secret.
So?
So, something must have happened overnight. The status of your relationship must have changed. You're no longer a photographer traveling with her fixer. Suddenly, we got way too intimate, took on a whole new meaning. You thought you could hide behind the first person singular. Instead, you gave yourself away.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Look, these things happen.
These things.
We both know what it's like covering a war. It's pure adrenaline. Bombs bursting in air, death everywhere. We had some amazing sex, you and I.
You think this is about sex?
Well-
I didn't just sleep with him.
What?
I didn't just sleep with him, James.
Oh my God. You were in love with him?
Jamie.
How could you have fallen in love with him,
I
Sarah?
don't
How could you have
know.
done? Why?
After you left, I was
Do you
so...
think I wanted to leave you? Do you?
Of course
I was
not.
a mess. Don't you remember what a mess I was?
Yes.
I was shell-shocked.
I know.
That was real. That wasn't
know
an act.
it was real.
Those women, those girls blew up right there, right in front of me. Their blood, their brains got in my eyes and my mouth.
I know.
I freaked out. I had to get the hell out of there. Where were you for me?
I couldn't leave with you.
Why? Because of fucking Tariq?
No. Because I had a job to do. You said you'd be okay with
What
that.
was I supposed to
You
say?
told me to do what I had to do.
Chuck, I leave you with our trusty fixer. Tariq will take care of you. Hell, that's what we paid him for. $200 a day. Tell me, did you continue paying him even after you started fucking him? You know, that terrible night when I got the call that you were hurt and he was dead, do you know the first thing that went through my head? I thought, oh good. Now I can redeem myself for wimping out.
You didn't.
I'll prove to Sarah how much she needs me. I'll show her. Isn't that fucked?
No.
You just gotten blown up and the first thing I'm thinking is, oh good, a second chance. Never thought I'd be competing with it.
Where are you going?
I gotta get out of here.
James! Ah!
Shit.
I fell.
Yeah, you did. You okay?
I think so. I'm okay. I'm okay. You sure you want to marry me? Like this?
Are you kidding? Especially like this, I can outrun you for once. Sorry, I should have stayed. I shouldn't. I missed you.
I missed you too.
I missed this.
Me too. Can we, I don't want you to see me.
I want to see you.
Please?
thing went on, and there were all these fucking monologues. Middle Eastern looking man stands in the spotlight telling some horror story, some atrocity that took place in his village. Or women in burqas talking about honor killings, how their fathers tried to hack them to death because their brothers raped them.
Excuse me. Recycling? Don't get out, just tell me where.
Honey, come sit down.
I can't when there's a mess.
Thing is, I know the people they put on stage. I know them. I've lived with them. Both of us have. So seeing them turned into anthropologic curiosities like dioramas in a museum, bathed in this Caravaggio lighting.
What?
The play the other night.
Oh,
Did you hate it too?
not as much as he did. He hates plays. He's like one of those miserable men you see at matinees whose wives force them at gunpoint.
Fucking seats. It's like you're trapped. You can never leave.
I need a drink, stat.
They gone?
Gone in a town car on their way to JFK.
Thank God.
Who?
Her fault.
My father and his new wife, Evita.
Really, Evita?
Evelyn, my little joke.
You better watch it. You're gonna call Rede to her face one of these days.
I think I already have.
Wait, I want to know why you went to this thing in the first place.
Everybody was saying we had to see it.
Boss man's holiday, no?
It got that incredible review.
I saw that.
Shattered. Unforgettable.
The place was packed.
People are dying to be shattered. They'll pay $100 to be shattered.
I like musicals. I don't know why people would pay all that money to be depressed.
I'm with you, kid.
Sit. It's your wedding.
You sit. All that bending can't be good for you.
I'm fine. I've been doing all these prenatal Pilates.
Anyway, what I was saying.
What are you saying?
How long has he been going on like this?
It's not truth. It's kids.
Shh, inside voice.
Fake, sentimental shit that passes for truth. People trick themselves into thinking they're having an authentic experience when it's completely manufactured. Hell on earth made packaged as an evening's entertainment.
But people are seeing it, though. Isn't that encouraging? They want to be informed.
These people don't need to be informed. They read the paper. They listen to the NPR. The ones who should be seeing it, the Mujahideen, the Taliban, let's face it, don't get to the theater much. So then it's that favorite lefty pastime, preaching to the choir. They sit there weeping at the injustice and stand at the end shouting, bravo, congratulating themselves for enduring such a grueling experience, and go home feeling as if they've actually done something when, in fact, all they've done is assuage their liberal guilt.
Are you finished?
What do you say? That these stories are off limits to everyone but people like you who have been on the front lines?
No, of course not.
They shouldn't be told at all.
I don't know, Richard. I don't have the answers.
So, you want to hear what my father just said to me downstairs? His parting words?
What?
He said there was something unseemly about a couple who's been living in sin for 9 years, throwing themselves a wedding.
Fuck him.
Is that what he said? Living in sin.
He said all it is begging for gifts.
We said no gifts.
I know.
If he felt compelled to give anything, he should make a donation to his favorite charity.
Yeah, like the Christian Coalition.
Oh, he is such an asshole.
Why did I invite him?
I don't know, honey. I think you've got this fantasy that one day he's gonna turn into this really great guy.
I thought your wedding was just right. Wish we had done it like this.
I like what we did.
A few close friends, cake and champagne. Perfect.
Your wedding was wonderful.
Yeah, but it wasn't me. It was all my mother. Let her do whatever she wanted. It wasn't worth it. She didn't freak out when I told her I was pregnant. But when I told her I didn't want to have a big wedding, she was like, you are too having a big wedding. We didn't hold on to the house in Vermont all these years for you not to have a wedding there. Sorry about the hors d'oeuvres.
Why? What was wrong with
They
them?
sucked. See, nobody ate them.
I did. Those scallops wrapped in bacon,
Oh,
they were
those were
fantastic.
so
Like
good.
those
Like too
foods,
many
I
of 'em.
shouldn't be eating them.
Why not?
Mollusks, any kind of shellfish. I was bad. I had one. One little scallop's not gonna hurt anything, right?
Honey, you've been so good.
What do you think of the little quiches?
Those? Not so
No.
good.
I know, they tasted like soap. We used to cater a lot.
So they had an off night.
Naturally, it had to be your wedding. Oh,
Oh,
God.
don't worry about it. It was fine. You did a great job setting all this up.
Didn't
Yeah?
she?
We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'm glad I could be useful.
See? All that event planning paid off.
You think?
So, what are you doing about your job?
Work till the baby comes or till I start bumping into things? And take off a month or so? Wouldn't it be awesome if we had babies together?
That's a big if.
Why?
I'm not sure I still can.
I'm sure you can.
I'm not, I'm old.
You're not old.
Yes, I am.
My OBGYN is fantastic. I bet she knows a really great fertility guy. I can ask
That's
for
okay.
you. Maybe when we have our second, you'll have your first.
I'd like to make a toast. What I didn't say earlier and wish I had. Isn't it already?
Richard.
There are certain people in your life you not only love, you admire. People who lead exemplary, if not always supportable, lives. Sarah and Jamie, you're my golden couple. Aww.
It's gotten so emotional lately. I think it's the baby.
I've lived vicariously through you for years. I got to see the world without jet lag. To Sarah and Jamie, no longer living in sin, and it's about fucking time.
Here, here.
Thank you, Richard.
Got you something?
We said no gifts, remember?
Just a little something. Where'd this baby come from?
Present from me to me.
Why, the wrapping paper's so pretty, I hate to rip it. Oh, nice!
What?
Oh, slightly out of focus, Robert Capa.
First edition, 1947.
Great. You know, I've never read
Oh,
it.
neither have I.
It's a treat, it really is.
Perfect gift, Richard. Thank you.
Well, from both of us, actually.
Of course.
I wrapped it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great wrapping.
Copper plays it pretty fast and loose with the truth, by the way. He was looking to sell a story to the movies.
See?
Never happened. The D-Day story is true, though. The kid in the dark room did ruin most of the negatives.
Why? What happened?
He was so anxious for them to dry, he turned up the heat on the dryer.
Oh my god, you're kidding.
Famous boo-boo.
How's our book coming?
It's coming.
When do I get to see what you've written?
Soon.
Have you seen it?
Not me.
Look, I know you guys have had a lot on your
Oh,
mind.
don't look at me. My work is done.
Look, it's not as if I haven't been working on it. I have been.
I've stayed out of your way, haven't I?
Yes.
Given you plenty of time to get it together. Well, now I'm cracking the whip. What else do you have on your plate right now?
I'm expanding that horror movie piece I did into a book.
Well, too bad. Ours should be in first position.
It is, I go back and forth between the two.
No more screwing around.
Not screwing around.
I need it by Friday.
What?
Or we're going to miss the spring list. Read the Coppa book. Maybe it'll inspire you.
Oh, I get it. What a subtle guy. Hey, whatever happened to my refugee piece?
That's enough.
It's my wedding day.
It's my wedding day, too, and I'd appreciate it if the groom wasn't shit-faced.
Sarah, let me ask you something. Do you think you're ready to go back to work?
Well, I don't know. That depends on what you had in mind.
There's an open assignment I thought you'd be right for.
What is it?
We're doing a piece on a daycare center in a women's prison. Need someone to shoot it?
Wow,
You're the first person I thought of. Everybody loved the idea. The story's already been assigned, or else I
when
would have.
would you need it?
Soon. Sometime this week.
This week.
I know with such short notice, it literally came up the other night.
Are you up for it?
Where is it?
Not far. 2 hours at most, depending on traffic. You could easily do it in a day.
I'm getting there. Might be a bit of a challenge.
We could rent a car. I could get you there.
I'll get her there. I'll hire a car to take her up and bring her back.
She's still a little shaky. I don't know how I feel about her taking off on her own like
If she
that.
wants an assistant, we'll send an
Jesus!
intern.
Would you two stop talking about me as if I weren't
Sorry.
here?
It's a good fit for you. Just the sort of story you should be doing. The great stories right here, you know? Right outside your door.
Oh, so this is part of your Keep Sarah Home initiative.
Sue me.
Well, maybe it would help me get my sea legs back.
What if you fell? What if you
I'm
re-injured
not going to
yourself?
fall.
That would be pretty stupid,
I
wouldn't
was
it?
just
After
on
all
the
progress
stairs all
we've
by
made?
myself
Well,
and I
you're
did just
familiar
fine.
with
Look,
these
just
stairs.
think
We've been
about it,
practicing.
okay? You
I
don't
don't
have to
need
tell
to
me
think
right this-
about it. I want to do it.
Great. That's wonderful. Everybody will be thrilled.
Thanks a lot.
What?
She isn't ready.
I can do it. I
It's
want
too
to
much
try.
too soon.
Think of it as part of her rehab.
What do you know about rehab? It could be dangerous going out too soon.
I'm talking about Westchester.
Come on, Jamie, you're
Look,
overreacting.
if something happens to her-
Honey, you're getting maudlin.
Is he ever gonna tell me what the deal is with my refugee piece?
What?
Think I forgot?
No.
So, does it have a date yet?
Look, let's
What?
not talk business, okay? My mistake. I
It's
never.
not going to run, is it?
Jamie, let's not get into this, okay?
Fuck, how long have you known?
A week or so.
A week? Did you know?
No.
When were you planning on telling me?
You were getting married, for Christ's sakes. I didn't want to spoil things. I knew how much it meant to you.
That was a great piece. One of the
It
best
was.
things he's
Thanks.
ever
I
written.
know, absolutely. Everyone agreed. It was an excellent, excellent piece.
So you killed...
It wasn't my decision. It was an editorial decision.
Are you in the habit of killing excellent stories?
Take it elsewhere. The Atlantic or Harper.
It's too late.
Don't worry, you'll get your full fee.
I don't give a shit about my feet.
What happened?
Usual bullshit. Scheduling was a matter of timing.
They've had it for months. They've
I
been
know.
sitting on it for months.
I know that was part of the problem. Its shelf life expired.
Whose fault was that?
It was on the board, then it was off. Then they wanted to cut it.
Cut it. I've cut it 1,500
I knew
words
you
already.
would have a fit, so I got them to keep the length and bump it a week. But then they had to bump it 3 weeks because the week after that was the special issue.
What special issue?
The annual Hollywood issue. That's a big one for us. All the movie studios buy a shitload of advertising. Don't laugh. The ad revenue from that one issue alone helps us stay afloat all year. But then we couldn't run your story the week after that because
Why not?
we already committed to doing a cover story on relief workers in Africa.
You can't.
Come on, you know how this
You
works.
can have relief workers in Africa and Iraqi refugees in the same issue.
It
What is
wasn't
there, a
my
quota?
call.
Bullshit, you sold me out.
Jamie.
We go to these fucking hellholes, put our lives on the line for what? A bunch of stories that nobody wants?
It's not true. Nobody wants them.
It's true for me. You're a star. Somebody will always publish your pictures. Me, I peddle stories around like a traveling salesman. Pieces get killed or cut to shreds.
Editorial has the final say of what goes in the magazine, not me.
You were in the room, sitting there.
I'm only the photo editor, for
Yeah,
Christ's
right.
sake. The only reason I'm telling you is because you're my friend.
Oh, I see.
I didn't know what you're hearing about it from someone else.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Listen, I fight at work every fucking day. Every fucking day's another battle. I go into these staff meetings, everybody's got their own agenda. The fashion people, the style people, we're all fighting for the same goddamn space. Somewhere in there between ads for imported silk lingerie and $20 million condos, maybe I'll get 4 pages on boy mercenaries in Uganda. 6 if I'm lucky. So don't tell me how I sold you out.
You talk out of both sides of your mouth, you know that?
James.
You're the reporters advocate one minute, one of them the next.
Come on, Jyck.
Who are
That's
you
not
really,
fair.
huh? My friend or just another suit?
Stop it! Richard agonized over this.
Honey.
He was sick about it. For days he couldn't sleep. He loves you. Why would he want to hurt you? I mean, really, he's only doing his job. They have a magazine they have to put out, and it has to have different things in it, not just stories about how miserable most of the world is. So your story's not going to print. Too bad. They already have a bummer story running that week.
Excuse me?
No, I mean it. I'm really sorry. I bet you worked really hard on
What
it.
do you know?
Hey.
Hundreds of thousands of lives are at stake. That's why I write these fucking things. People
But
need
what
to
am I
know.
supposed to do with that information? Me, an ordinary person. It's not like I can do anything except feel bad and turn the page and thank God that I was born on the half of the world where we have food to eat and people don't go around hacking each other to death. The people who are killing each other will always be killing each other, and terrible things are always going to happen. So why can't
Stop
you fix that?
whining and do something about it for Christ's
All right,
sake.
that's
Don't
enough.
just throw up your hands and say, oh dear little me, I can't do anything. I'm powerless.
James.
I'll call you tomorrow.
You know what I wish? There is so much beauty in the world.
you working on?
My horror movie book.
What about the pages for Richard? You promised he'd have it by Friday.
I know, he will.
You can't blow this off, you've got to do it.
I've been working on it all day now. I'm working on this. You okay? You seem wrecked.
Long day.
It was too much for you, wasn't it? Didn't I say it would be too much?
It wasn't that. Physically, I held up just fine. I had a flashback.
At the prison? What was it?
Market bombing. Mosul, a couple years ago.
What happened today? What was the trigger?
Today, I was shooting these women, the inmates, with the babies they'd had in prison.
Yeah.
Some of these ladies are seriously bad. I mean, homicide, drug dealing, trying to kill their grandmother for their ATM card, that kind of thing. Well, anyway, I'm shooting, sort of getting in the zone, and this one woman, big, heavily tattooed, with Hell's Angels kinds of skulls of fire shooting out of the eye sockets, gets right up to me, gets right in my face, and looks at me with such contempt. What you want to take my picture for, huh? And I was back in Mosul.
Was I with you?
You were off doing a story in the South. It was when I was there for the AP.
What happened that day? I don't remember.
That's because I never told you. I never told anybody.
Tell me now. Come on, tell me.
I was sitting in a cafe with the Reuters guys, and a car bomb went off a block or two away in the market. And I just ran to it, took off without even thinking. The carnage was ridiculous. Exploded produce, body parts, eggplants, women keening. They were digging in the rubble for their children. I started shooting, and this one woman burst out from the smoke, covered in blood. Her skin was raw and red and charred, and her hair was singed. She got so close I could smell it. And her clothes, her top had melted into her, and she was screaming at me. Go away, no picture. And she started pushing my camera with her hand on the lens.
What did you do?
Nothing. I kept on shooting. Then, somehow I ran the hell out of there. I stopped to catch my breath. Check out my cameras. There was blood on my lens. Her blood was smeared on my lens. I feel so ashamed.
Oh, why?
It was wrong. What I did, it was so
No.
wrong. It was a thing.
You were doing your job.
They did not want me there. They did not want me taking pictures. They lost children in that mess. The neighbor was a sacred place, but there I was like a ghoul with a camera shooting away. No wonder they wanted to kill me. I would have
No.
wanted to kill me.
No.
I live off the suffering of strangers. I've built
Simple, boring, happy. For the first time in I don't know how long, I don't have giardia or some nasty parasite I'm trying to get rid of, and my back doesn't ache from sleeping on the ground or on lousy mattresses in shitty hotels, and I realized, wow, this must be what it's like to feel comfortable. I don't think I've ever really known that feeling before. Maybe when I was a kid I did. I felt safe, but didn't know what it was. Now I know, and I just want to feel comfortable there. I said it, does that make me a bad person?
Of course not.
I've been feeling like, we're going back there? Why? Unfinished business? Fuck unfinished business. I don't need to dodge bullets to feel alive anymore. Step over mutilated corpses. Watch children die. I watch children grow. Take vacations like other people do to, I don't know, dude ranches or Club Med. I don't want to be on a goddamn mission every time I get on a plane. I want to take our kids to Disney World and buy them all the crap they want.
Our kids?
Let's just do it. We keep putting it off, and we're pushing our luck already. Let's just do it now, not 6 months from now. There'll always be some reason, something to put our lives on hold. The war du jour. Fuck it. It's our turn now. Let's stop running.
They're like huge seed pods.
This must be the way that putty in my closet was formed. Miles, where did they come from?
I don't know. If they are seeds or seed pods, they must grow someplace on a plant, probably. And somebody or something wants this duplication to take place.
But when they're finished, what happens to our bodies?
When the process is completed, probably the original is destroyed. Disintegrates.
No, wait! I figured them you were watching my own destruction take place. There isn't any danger until they're completely formed. You heard me that last night at your house.
You're blind to that way.
I didn't see you. What are you looking for?
There's gotta be a cigarette around here somewhere.
What do you want a cigarette for?
I want to smoke it.
Don't. You haven't had a cigarette in months.
I want one now.
I thought you were sleeping.
Never got there.
If this was keeping you up, you should have told me. I would have made it lower.
What is this?
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. The original. 1956. Research.
Why do you watch this shit?
What?
Why do you watch this shit?
This isn't shit.
Saw 2, Saw 4.
It's an allegory for the McCarthy era, all about the Red Scare. Honey, there are no cigarettes.
Is this your idea of escapism? Replacing real horror with fake horror?
Yeah, it gets me out of my own head, so yeah, whatever it takes. Like, I know you think movies are a waste of time.
That's
You've always
not
thought
true.
movies
I
are a
think
waste of time.
most movies are a waste of time. I think writing about shitty movies is certainly a waste of your time, legitimizing
Look,
crap
what
like
the
this.
fuck are you so... I said I was sorry I woke you.
You didn't wake me. I was up, reading.
What were you reading?
That thing you wrote for our book,
How did you...
it was on your laptop.
What were you doing on my laptop?
It was on the bed. I couldn't sleep because of all the screaming coming
said
from
it
your
was too
fucking
loud.
movie, so I thought I'd go online.
So you went poking around my laptop?
Poking around, I opened it up. There it was, right on the screen. If you didn't want me to see it, why'd you leave it up?
How much did you read?
The whole thing.
It's not finished.
Bullshit.
It's not. I'm still working
Isn't
on it.
Richard expecting it tomorrow?
Yes.
Then it's finished.
I was gonna give another pass in the morning.
Were you ever going to let me see it?
Yes, in the morning. This was hard, Sarah. You have your pictures. You can hold them and move them around. I had to replay everything in my head so I could write about it. I needed time to process it on my own.
Process it. You mean like put it through a blender?
I needed to make
Pulverize
sense of it,
Was
okay?
erasing history part of your process?
What?
How could you do that to him?
What are you talking about?
Tariq, how could you annihilate him all over
Annihilate him? How did I annihilate
You wrote him out of our story,
No, I
deleted him,
didn't.
like he never existed, like in the old Politburo days they white
sound like a saint.
Maybe he was. Maybe he's what being a saint is really about.
Really? Fucking other men's women?
Oh, is that what I am? You're a
He
woman!
was a scrappy opportunist, just like everybody else you meet over
You
there.
just can't bear the thought that he and I were lovers.
Don't say
Can you? So what
lovers.
do? Delete him. Poof, he's gone.
You know what I think? I don't even think it was Tariq you fell in love with.
Oh, no?
No, it was his suffering, his victimhood, the romance of his wretched people. Holy cow, what a turn on. You were fucking oppression itself.
That's a shitty thing to
If
say.
he'd been just another brown-skinned New York cabbie, you wouldn't have looked twice at him in the
If
rearview
I'd
mirror.
met you in the bar on the corner, who's to say I would have looked twice at you?
At least we had things in common. We knew where each other was
That's all
coming
it takes,
from.
having things in common.
Some kind of common background, something. His English wasn't even that good.
His
He wasn't even
English
that good
was
at
very good. You're
translating.
beginning to sound like some fucking imperialist.
Imperialist.
Yes! There's a hint more than a hint of racism here. You know that?
Really? And your fascination with his exoticism, that isn't a kind of racism? Gunga Din, the whole noble savage.
Fuck you! Fuck you.
Sarah. The hell with all of it. Can we move on now? Please, can we?
I can't.
Christ, he's gonna haunt us the rest of our
I'm not
lives.
talking about Tariq.
What?
I'm talking about this. This life you want. I thought I could do it, but I can't.
Wait a minute, is this life I want? If I remember correctly, you and I just got married. Hello?
I could never have gotten through this without you. I mean it. I'll always be grateful.
Fuck that.
What?
Grateful. I don't need you to be grateful.
Why not? You didn't have to take this on. You could have walked away.
No, I couldn't have. I did what a person does. That's all. It's what you do. Is that why you married me? Because you were grateful?
You wanted it so much.
For fuck's
And I wanted so much to
I
make
don't
you happy. I thought marriage would change me. If I said and did all the right things, I would feel it. It would be so, but
So, having kids, that was just... Jesus Christ.
do you see me pushing a stroller and going on play dates?
You said you were ready, remember?
I thought I was.
You fucking lied to
I
me.
did not lie to you. If I lied to you, I lied to myself. I'm not what you want anymore.
Tell me what I want.
You want a playmate. That isn't me. You
That's
want
not what I
a
want.
Mandy, someone young who adores you and will give you all the babies you want. You should have the life you want.
All I ever wanted was a life with you.
I wish I could kick back and watch movies with you. I really do. But there's too much going on. I can't sit still.
What am I supposed to do? Pack you off to hell whenever you need your adrenaline fix and hope you make it home in one piece? Is that what you expect me
I
to do?
don't expect you to do anything. I'm telling you, I can't do this. You've seen the things I've seen.
Yeah.
How can you live with yourself, knowing what goes on out there?
How? Because I know what goes on out there and on whether you or I are there to cover it or not. So you actually believe what you do can change anything?
It's got to. What? What were you thinking?
You'll laugh at me.
No, I won't.
Days of Wine and Roses, Blake Edwards, 1962. Jack Lemmon, Lee Remick, drinking themselves into oblivion. He hits the wall, goes on the wagon, but she can't do it. She needs the buzz more than she needs him. Well, here I am. Jack Lemmon on the wagon, but you,
I'm a drunk.
you need it. The whole fucking mess of it. The chaos, the drama. You need it. More than you need me.
Not more than I need you. That's good.
Yeah, I thought the juxtaposition.
These 2-page spreads.
Here we
No.
go.
Look at it, Richard. It looks horrible.
It does not look
Look
horrible.
how much you lose. You never see the whole image.
Unless you split the binding.
I
Exactly.
assure you it doesn't bother anyone nearly as much as it bothers you.
I doubt that very much.
It's a picture book. People understand that.
This was one battle I was never going to win.
You're unbelievable.
It's beautiful. Richard, congratulations.
Congratulations to you. You guys made it happen.
We never could have done it without you.
Still don't know who's gonna rush out and buy it.
Plenty of people.
To put on their coffee tables for guests to flip through? Oh, darling, look at the marvelous atrocities. Pass the crew today.
Could you not smoke?
What? Oh, okay.
Thanks. It's just I don't want the baby.
No, I understand.
Ever since the baby, Mandy's gotten
You don't
super
have to
sensitive
speak
about
for
this.
me. I can speak for myself.
Sorry, I was.
It's true though. Felt it the first time I held her. It's an amazing feeling. Become like hyper aware of everything. You don't know. Can't know until it's your child you're holding.
Mandy?
Should I not have said that?
No, you can say it.
Realize your life will never be the same. Always have this feeling in your chest, like a sigh you can never let out. This fear that something could happen to her. Just wanna hold on to her forever.
Which, of course, you can't.
I know.
You're going to have to send her to school one day.
I thought about that. I was thinking maybe I'd homeschool her.
Really?
Maybe.
Oh.
When do you go back to work?
I'm not.
No?
No.
Yeah, she decided she doesn't want to. Sorry.
I was supposed to go back in 3 weeks. But the closer it got, I found myself getting sadder and sadder. I was crying all the time, wasn't I? Just the thought of handing her over to someone, a stranger, didn't seem natural. Who could possibly love her more than I do?
I'm pretty crazy about her.
Of course you are. It's not like I do something important. Why would I do something like totally trivial when I could be at home raising my child?
Makes sense?
You mean that?
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. Somehow I'm made to feel like there's something wrong with me. Like I must not be a serious woman because I want to stay home and raise my child.
Who makes you feel that way?
Well, you do.
I do.
Maybe you're not even aware of it, but
You
sometimes
know,
you
honey,
can.
I think it's time we
Thank you for bringing over the book.
Don't mention it. Wanted to make sure you got a seat before you left.
Well, thanks again for stopping by.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Send me great stuff.
I will.
And if you need anything, promise you'll call me.
I promise.
Be happy.
I am happy. This is me happy.
You will see you later.
Bye.
Can't believe she slept the whole time. I was hoping you'd get to see all the new tricks she does.
I will. Next time I see her, she'll have a whole new repertoire. She's beautiful.
Isn't she? She's an angel.
Yeah. She is.
Well, bye.
Bye.
Can we email each other?
Of course.
I'll send you pictures of her. I mean,
Do that.
are you
No.
right?
Safe journey, kiddo.
Have a great trip.
See ya.
She seems.
I know. She's actually a wonderful mother.
I bet.
She's found her calling.
So what have you been up to?
Not much. Got a few freelance gigs lined up. A long piece for Vanity Fair.
Oh, good. What?
Celebrity profile. Not even gonna tell you on whom. You'll only give me shit for it. So. What's your first stop?
Gaza. Then on to Kandahar, then we'll see. You're welcome to stay here, you know,
What?
while I'm gone.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I'll be gone 2 months at least.
No, I know.
You'll have it all to yourself.
I know. It'd be too weird. I'll probably come by some time for the rest of my books and stuff.
Sure.
And the TV.
It's all yours. Sleeping on Richard's sofa can't be as comfortable as all this.
Actually, there's a good chance I'll be moving out pretty soon.
You found something?
Someone else's. All the way uptown, near the hospital.
Whose?
I'm seeing this person, actually.
Oh. Wow, good for you.
Yeah, thanks. It's been a few months, and she asked if I wanted to move in, so...
So it's serious.
I think it is, yeah.
I'm afraid to ask. Is she a grown-up?
41.
Wow.
Her name is Visna.
Cambodia. She's an ER doc. Moved over when she was about 10. Divorced, 1 kid, a son.
A son.
12 years old. He's a great kid. He's a riot, actually.
Yeah?
He really is. I love him. We have a good time.
Instant family.
Yeah.
See, that didn't take very long, did it?
What about you? Are you,
Nah.
I should let you pack.
Just my usual quart of Imodium and a vat of sunscreen.
What time's your flight?
I'm okay. I don't have to be at the airport till 8 or 9.
I promised I'd stay with the baby so they could go out to eat.
Aren't you the hands-on uncle?
Least I can do to earn my keep.
Better go then.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
Have a safe trip.
Thank you.
Write to me,
I will.
and I'll write to you.